Geico presents sharing versus oversharing. Today, Bridget Griffin shared a video of her daily yoga routine, 2 self-help articles, and her new blog called Build Your Inner Bridge with Bridge. Girl, your sharing has turned into oversharing. No worries, Bridge. Geico has some info worth sharing with your 7 blog followers, like how you could save money on your car insurance, update your policy, and report a claim just by visiting geico.com. How's that for building your inner bridge? Bridge? Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Thompson on the mic, so just chill with the set. All day, just know we talk ball all day. Welcome to the full court press, full court press. We got Danny Thompson on the mic, so just chill with the set.
Welcome to Full Court Press Radio for April 21st, 2016. I'm your host, Dave Thompson, checking with you tonight. Like I said, we are doing this 2 days a week, and so basically now this is the Thursday edition of the best basketball show you're going to hear for the next hour. And once again, we're going to have some of the best writers, beat writers, and radio personalities you're going to have from across the country. My main man, Derek Harris, is going to be on a couple minutes talking NBA playoffs with us. But tonight in the saddle with me tonight is my main man from NBAFCTradio.com, one of our columnists, and also one of the more irritating people on our app. You got to check us out at the Google Play Store and Apple's iStore. My main man, Eric Cisneros. Eric, what's going on, man?
What's going on, DT? How's it going?
You know, it's a wonderful day in the NBA. We got playoff basketball going on. Oklahoma City Thunder and the Dallas Mavericks are playing right now. So big shout out to our good friend Matt, Fan for Life 41, you know, wearing the Dirk Nowitzki jersey in the chat room, always chit-chatting with us. And, you know, before we jump into the playoffs, Eric, you know, I can't go further today because I know you sent me a message while I was at work today. And, you know, it's crazy. You know, they say people die and breathe and people, you know, they pass away. And it's crazy because this morning I woke up and one of my favorite wrestlers is a child, China, from the WWE, had passed away at, I think, 46 years old. And next thing you know, midday this afternoon, Prince passed away at 57. And then as I'm coming home from work, Eric, Johnny Kemp passed away. And if you don't know who Johnny Kemp is, he sung the song, I Just Got Paid. It's Friday night. 3 in one day, Eric? Exactly.
Wow. You hit me over the head with that third one right there. I didn't even hear about that one.
Yeah, wow. I just got home not too long ago from work, and I see this all, you know, when 12 people on Facebook report it, you know, it's kind of like, you know, especially when you have people, you know, family and news organizations across the country, they kind of tell you these things, and it's like, wow, you know, it's crazy. So, Eric, before we get into basketball, your thoughts on, I watched WWE. You know, China was one thing. China was that, you know, was like the ninth wonder of the world to me. But Eric, what was China, Prince, and now Johnny Kemp meaning to you?
I remember China too going, back in the days, back in like the mid to late 90s. I remember her going in. She was one of the crazier ones I seen. I mean, she had arms bigger than my entire body. Man, she was a joy to watch, though. I mean, when she got in, in the ring, I remember when she was backing up Triple H and whatnot. It's just crazy to hear her go. She's so young. I know there was conflicting reports on her age, whether she was 45 or 46. I think they came out and found out she was actually 46. But I mean, that's beyond young right there. And then for Prince to hit us this morning was, wow. I mean, talk about a legend right there in himself. I mean, he had countless amounts of records. Just one of the greatest to ever do it. I'll never forget Prince growing up in Marietta, California, driving around with my mom in the minivan to the laundromat. I mean, she used to put it, no lie. She used to put the tape into the tape deck, and we used to rock all the way out to the laundromat. And that's a tape, not even a CD. You know, no MP3, no CD. This is tapes, like 91. I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying, like tapes.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, the diamonds and pearls. I mean, you know, that right there broke my heart. I didn't really know too much about the other guy, but also too, a couple of days ago, Everybody Loves Raymond, the mother, she passed away a couple of days ago as well. So, you know, rest in peace to her.
Exactly. You know, it's just crazy, you know, and And then before we get into basketball, we want to say rest in peace to all those, to all three of those guys. I guess for me, Johnny Kemp, that's the Friday payday song right there. Just got paid. It's Friday night. Party jumping. It's like when you get paid, that's your song right there. Of course, for me growing up, Prince was that guy, Purple Rain. You go back to days when he was wearing, it was just a symbol. Prince, the new power generation. Vanity. You go all the way back with Prince. And that was one of my bucket list items I never get a chance to do. And there I said with China, WWE was always, a part of my life, and it's still a part of my life now. And it's just crazy. But 347-857-1947. You want to come in and talk basketball with us? Like I said, Derek Hendricks will be on a little bit. My main man from ESPN 1340 up in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Also hosts the DC Hendricks Experience. He's going to come on and talk about playoffs with us as well, too, as well as he's also a pop culture guy. So I'm pretty sure the news of Prince will probably get to him as well, too. But, Eric, let's start with the news of the day. And this was the breaking news probably around 3, 4 o'clock this afternoon. The Washington Wizards have hired Scott Brooks to be their next head coach. 5 years, $35 million. For me, at instant when I saw this, I was like, okay, the Washington Wizards are not playing. They're in the play for Kevin Durant, and they're going to go all in, going with his former coach. And besides, Scott Brooks is a very good teacher of young players anyway. I think he's going to help John Wall, and Brad Beal, as long as Beal can stay healthy, become more consistent. And I really love this hire. Now, Brooks is now the second major head coach taken off the board. Scott, Eric, when you saw Scott Brooks jump in as new head coach, what were your thoughts?
That's exactly what you said. That Washington is all in play for Kevin Durant. They went and made a power move. Took Scott Brooks. They got him off the board because there was other teams rumored to, be poking around. I know. I think Sacramento was one of them. Houston quite possibly was another possible destination. So what they did was they tried to secure him as quick as possible and not give Scott any other chance.
Exactly. Actually, Scott, Eric, before you continue, our guest has popped in for the show right now. He said he's coming in from ESPN 1340 in Fort Wayne, Indiana. He's been a regular on the show as well, too. Also, check out his show, the DC Hendricks Experience, everywhere you can possibly find between internet radio. My good friend, Derek Hendricks. Derek, what's going on, man? DC. All right, it's like DC's call dropping. He'll probably call back in and check back in with this. But Eric, like you were saying, Scott Brooks and the Washington Wizards seem like it is the perfect fit. Now, let's be honest. Do you think, in your opinion, this is going to help Kevin Durant? This is former coach, and he did leave Oklahoma City. Do you think it increases their chances? Do you think it keeps it neutral, or do you think it hurts their chances?
I'm gonna kind of go. I'm gonna go completely the other way around and say it hurts them.
Really?
I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Kevin Durant, he's done with Scott Brooks. I mean, they've already done what they've done together. They went to the finals. They didn't succeed. I don't recall. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't recall Kevin Durant crying when he got fired. So I don't see him jumping at the chance to go back with him again. That's just me, though.
For me, I don't think it hurts Washington's chances to go with somebody who knows Scott Brooks. And I know a lot of people who follow the Thunder know that Durant and Scott Brooks had a very, very good relationship. They didn't leave on bad terms. I don't think they parted on bad terms. I think for me, the reason why Brooks is gone is because, for me, I call it the Doug Collins year. When Doug Collins left Chicago, the Bulls had just lost the Eastern Conference Finals to Detroit. And Scott Brooks Doug Collins had taken the Bulls everywhere they needed to go. I don't think they could have gotten any better. They could have gotten worse. I think that it was just time for a different voice, a change of voice. The bad part is Scott Brooks had to be the one to be let go in this situation. And for me, Washington has no place but to go up because, Eric, I think we can agree with this one. Randy Whitman is not exactly, a top-of-the-line superstar head coach in the NBA. If it had been me, I'm pretty sure I'll get a shake on this as well, too. Scott Brooks, Randy Whitman would have been gone a long time ago in Washington. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, Randy Whitman, when they re-upped on his contract, that was a head-scratcher in itself. I mean, he lasted way longer than I could have ever expected. Scott Brooks he's an upgrade. He's an upgrade. He doesn't wow me either, though. But, I mean, I guess it's a step in the right direction. Maybe KD likes that. Maybe he doesn't. I say he doesn't care for it. But, to be determined. He has raised the youth pretty well, so I mean, with Bradley Beal and Otto Porter there, maybe it could help them out a little bit. I'm not really too high on this. I'm not really too high on it. Like everyone else is, I understand that, but I'm not really feeling it. I have a feeling it's going to push Durant away.
Really? Now, here's a question. If you're the Washington Wizards, who would you hire? I mean, Tom Thibodeau's now off the board in Minnesota, which we'll talk in more great length in a second. But who would you hire?
That's a good question.
I mean, to me, Brooks is the best coach left on the board.
I mean, I think everyone's waiting for Luke Walton, but
the thing is, do you want to wait until potentially Golden State season's over, which will be mid-June? See, that's the question I ponder myself with that. Do you really want to wait for mid-June for Luke Walton? Because I don't think even if Luke Walton takes the job, he's not leaving that team until after the playoffs. And who knows if Luke Walton really wants to leave Golden State this summer?
Yeah, that's still a 50-50 chance. I mean, he could very well stay. I mean, who knows if he leaves or not? I mean, he has his pick of the litter. I mean, he can go anywhere he wants. So if he doesn't like any situation now, he could easily just wait it out another year and come back to a more ideal situation. I mean, the ball's at his court. So yeah, definitely.
Exactly. We got a caller online. Call from the 260 area code. What's your name and what's on your mind?
It is DC Hendricks.
Oh, it's DC Hendricks, our guest for the evening. DC called for a number I didn't expect. For those who've never listened to DC before, his show, The DC Hendricks Experience, is one of the most entertaining podcasts you will find anywhere. He also works at ESPN 1340 up in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and also a pop culture head. DC, we're talking about Scott Brooks and the hiring of the Washington Wizards real quick. What are your thoughts and what are your takes on it?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that last word?
What's your thoughts on Scott Brooks and the Washington Wizards?
Oh, well, I mean, obviously it's just a pitch for, hopefully to lure in Kevin Durant, that is obviously from that area. This coming off season, a lot of teams are going to be very interested in Kevin Durant. And what that is, a pitch to hopefully lure Durant in there and try to change the lifestyle they have out there in Washington. They had a terrible season this year, and bringing in Durant alongside John Wall and Bradley Beal would be absolutely amazing. And if they have the opportunity to do that, they need to do whatever it takes to do that. And I think that's what that hiring has done.
Now, Eric, Eric's giving his thoughts about it. Eric doesn't think that was a smart hire. Now, if you don't have a chance to hire Scott Brooks, DC, do you think who would you hire if Scott Brooks wasn't your answer? Because in Eric's opinion, it's not the answer. Who would you have chosen if Scott Brooks wasn't the answer? Who would be your choice?
I mean, obviously the number one coach that was a free agent at that time, had to be Scott Brooks. You look at, Luke Walton had a good season with Golden State early on. He doesn't really seem to want to leave. The New York Knicks are, they have contacted him. He doesn't seem to want that. He didn't seem to want that job. I'm not sure he wants to be a head coach right now. I think he wants to stay put and, try to learn a few more things. Because obviously turning down New York Knicks, that's probably, to me, that's a good job. Starting off big market, you got Phil Jackson running things, you got Carmelo Anthony. But I will agree to a certain extent, it's a risky move, honestly. You have no idea the train of thought and what Kevin Durant has in mind for this upcoming free agency. So hiring Scott Brooks, it's a risk. At the end of the day, that's what it is. But they must be very confident that they're going to get him.
Yeah, and also, too, just to clarify, I don't think it's a horrible move in general. I just think if their main objective is to procure Kevin Durant from Oklahoma City, then it's not the right move. But overall, for the coach, I think it's all right. I don't think it's horrible. So, yeah.
To you guys' point, I don't know if there's anything, like DC said, I don't think there's anybody else, that would become close to Scott Brooks. I mean, like you said, Luke Walton's one. I mean, do you really think Jeff Van Gundy is going to leave television and that great job that he has to go coach the NBA again? And do you really want to deal with Mark Jackson? I mean, the only other coach I would think would be right if you're chasing Kevin Durant be Kevin Ollie. But I wonder how much money it would have cost to get Kevin Ollie out of one of the cushiest jobs in America. And he has a very, very cushy job at UConn. he's not getting fired anytime soon, especially